I'm glad you could show up. It's awesome to see you guys. Let's get moving with a little bit of side shuffle. Here we go. Remember, this can be a side step or a little bit of a spring in it. It's your warm-up, your movement. This might be the first thing you've moved since last night at 10 o'clock, so just be really cognizant of doing what feels right for you. Take the suggestion, take the lead, make it your own, okay? Excellent. As the work kind of starts to accumulate, you're going to get a bit of an oxygen debt, which means your breathing is going to increase. That's okay. If it increases more than you want, or more than you're comfortable with, then slow down a bit, okay? Excellent. All right, 3, 2, 1, and let's turn this into butt kickers, right? Hiking out the butt kickers. Lift the toes inside the shoe, stand up nice and tall, flicking those heels up to your butt. And smile, be glad that you're here. You made the right decision, you got up, got dressed, got your water, turned the Zoom on, and now you just have to follow. Living the dream. If it's there for you, let's turn this into a jog. 3, 2, 1. So if you've been doing this with me since the beginning, but I get you to do this all the time, are you noticing that it's getting easier, getting lighter? The fronts of your feet are getting stronger. You're feeling springier. You may be, or you may not be. That's always the thing. 3, 2, 1. But never miss the opportunity to notice when things are changing. Okay, hiking, knee to opposite elbow. Perfect. So trunk is really engaged here. Your balance is engaged. Doesn't matter how high the knee goes, but we want to keep the upper body upright. Yeah, depending on leg size, leg length, arm size, arm length, and then all the stuff that's between the arms and the legs. Sometimes the knee is never going to touch the elbow. Sometimes it touches super easy. We're all made a little bit differently. 3, 2, 1, and now we're going to turn this into full leg swing, touching opposite hand. This is again in the realm of full body motion. Your goal is to make this into your own kind of a figure 8 elliptical type of motion. Make it look like you know what you're doing. 3, 2, 1, come out of that. Production. Okay, let's do a reverse lunge, swinging the arms. So a nice step back, as large or as small as you want. This is just me asking you to move every body part together. So light up that motor cortex, get it engaged. Fingertips touch together. And they might touch above your head or in front of your face. Really work towards making all of these things your own, okay? If you have that in your psyche, you're like, okay, you take a look, you get the idea, and then while we're doing it, I know I'm still rambling, but you focus on you and make this your movement. And once in a while, imagine that you're not following somebody. You're actually doing this on your own. And that leads to, I don't know, some independence and some ability for yourself to do this unled, independent. One more each side. Excellent, and relax. Let's do a quad stretch. So we're just gonna also focus on balance. Unless you need to hold something, I'll say don't. Grab an ankle, squeeze the knees and reach. So it's kind of like if you're going somewhere in a different city, you're the passenger, and the driver's driving and driving and driving from point A to point B, and you get to point B, and then, oh shoot, now you have to drive back to point A, and you weren't paying attention to how we got here. Well, if you do pay attention, then you can drive yourself later. Excellent. We're doing one more each way. Nothing's being held here, right? We're just moving back and forth. We got our last one coming up here. Oh, okay. Perfect. Grab your water. Take a drink while I show you this. This is a redo of one maybe 4 or 5 weeks ago, because I thought I had it set up and I look in my book, it's blank. Shit, oh man, okay, well, let's just look for something that was fun before. Okay, we're doing side spring squats, and this is like the 30 seconds one side, 30 seconds other side, no rest. Side spring squats is that nice big step, poof, and then explode, all right? That's that. If you like a slightly lighter version, you can take a step and then sit down and then walk your foot in. Okay, that works really well. Okay? Or skip the foot going back and forth and just sit down and come up. The idea here is one knee has to stay straight, one knee bends, and here's the key, butt shoots backwards. Weight on the heel, and you get to choose how low you go. We'll do 30 seconds one way. When it dings, we instantly switch, and then we're doing 30 seconds the other way, okay? When that dings and switches, you're gonna quickly, super fast, grab your little weights for your tricep kickbacks, and we're doing this for 30 seconds, okay? If the weight's on the heavy side, just don't lean over as far. Lighter weight, lean more. Boom. It dings, you drop that, and we're doing plank toe taps. Okay? A nice way to modify this is hands up on your dining room chair, or instead of hopping, you step out and step in. Okay? That works just as well. All right, that's the plan. So no rest. 1, 2, 3, 4 exercises basically. Then we take a rest for a minute and repeat. I think that's what I wrote down. Awesome, okay. Here's my best part, my most fun part, where I just say we're ready. Because I have no idea what's going on out there in internet land with you guys. All right, 3, 2, 1. Here we go, side spring squats. When you pop up to your standing position, maybe both feet touch the floor, or maybe only one foot's on the floor. Develop some athleticism, some spring, some dynamic flow to this. Perfect. Exhaling as you ride, right? Ready? And switching sides. No rest. Whew. Get your breathing lined up so you exhale as you rise. And that applies to every version of this exercise that I demonstrated. Perfect. Now in 5 seconds, it's gonna ding. We're gonna switch to tricep kickbacks. Ready? Do it. Grab your weights. And then again, we're exhaling as we rise. No swinging. Armpits squeezed tight. Stomach is working. And we're just imagining what these triceps are gonna look like when we're wearing our sleeveless whatever in the summertime, because you know we're going to be gathering outside in the sunshine. Okay, put those down and plank toe taps. Plank toe taps, there's always the option to step out and step in. You can do this super fast if you want, or controlled and slow. There's some options. Here you got to keep breathing, okay? Really no recommendations on when or how. You're just practicing and figuring it out. And rest. Rest, rest. Okay, whew. One down. I think we're going to do this 3 more times. When you hear the timer ding, that means our rest is halfway over. And it's going to do that pretty soon. Super. Okay, get some recovery in. You get the feeling of what that pace is like? Okay, that's the halfway of the rest, so keep resting. So maybe you remember us doing this about 6 weeks ago. Maybe you can compare today to that day. It was in my book, but honestly, I don't remember doing this. Okay, 8 seconds to go. So pace yourself based on we're doing this 3 more times. 3, 2, 1, go. Nice. And remember that piece about paying attention to you, all right? Now you get the idea of how this is going to work for you, and now you are doing it until the timer dings. Exhaling as your eyes. Working on the explosion up. Ready, set, switch sides. Excellent. Try to feel some sort of rhythm with this one. Five seconds to go. We're switching to tricep kickbacks. Ready, set, switch triceps. So try to adjust your pace so you don't need to take a little rest between every exercise, okay? The goal here is to just keep doing something for 2 minutes straight. We want to avoid even the smallest of rests. Oh, ready? Switch, plank toe taps. Keep it going. 10 seconds to go. Your body's rigid. Even your legs are rigid. Rest. Rest. All right, grab some water. Okay, we're halfway done. Oh, fantastic. Again, I just bet you guys look like absolute rock stars doing this. We can make our own Peloton commercial. Okay, oh, sorry. I almost got excited. That's only the halfway mark of the rest. I know, someone would have said, what the? Relax. Sorry, I got excited. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay, now it's 10 seconds and we're gonna go in. 5. And this is like the downhill side of it. Ready, set, go. All right, so how you've been doing it should be how you continue to do it, or you add a little spice to it. Be a little more explosive, okay? Line up your breathing. Just imagine how amazing and smooth you look. Okay, 3, 2, 1, switching sides. You might even be counting how many reps you do each time, just to make sure that on subsequent repeats, you do the same number. That's kind of a fun game to play. It's called, Am I Dying or Not? Okay, 3, 2, 1, triceps. Because sometimes when you're exercising, it also feels like you're dying. But if the timer and the reps show that no, you're still crushing it out, well then you're not dying, you're fine. All right, 5 seconds to go. Squeeze it out. 3, 2, 1, Put those weights down and plank toe taps. All the way to the end. Breathe all the way in, all the way out. Or at least halfway in. Rest. All right. I realized when you're doing those kind of plank exercises, breathing all the way in, I don't know, I don't think that's happening. I don't. I'm just happy to be breathing. And on the bright side, we have one to go. One round to go. When you hear the ding, half of the rest is gone. There you go. All right, you ready for the last one? The last one's coming up. Let's see what we got, right? So here's the deal. This is where you can prove to yourself that, okay, you paced yourself well, and now we're gonna spend the rest of what you've got. In 3, 2, 1, off we go. Remember the explosion, the breath, smooth. You're still auditioning for a commercial somewhere, so make it look good. Nice job. 5 seconds to go, then we're switching legs. 3, 2, 1, switching sides. Keep your breathing lined up. There's only 15 seconds left. Okay, going to triceps in 5, 3, 2, 1. Grab those weights and squeeze it out. Resist the urge to go fast here. Fast does not make it harder. In fact, a little pause at the top is what we want to add that little extra special something. Okay, in 3, 2, 1. Put those down, plank toe taps. And here we go, all the way to the end. If you got some extra energy, go faster, but stay in control. No flailing. 5 seconds to go. Rest, ding ding. All right, you may be lying down. Maybe you're walking around. Catch your breath and take a little bit of water. All right, so a little public service announcement tonight, 4:30, live on Facebook and through Zoom. I'm doing a how to clean and fix up your bike. So if you go to saskpolytech.ca/events, on our events page, you'll see a place to register for it. There's like 33 people signed up for it already. So it's 4:30 today. It'll get recorded and put on YouTube or on an in-house channel. So anyways, if you want to learn more about that, join me for that. All right, that's enough recovery. I'm just getting this mat down, not because it's nap time, but my concrete floor is a little tough on the knees and everything else when we do burpees. That's right, we're doing burpees. Okay, bit of a cardio strength day today, isn't it? Just had my idea to how do I build the same resilience and tolerance that our condition is putting us through? Well, this is how we do it. Okay, so burpees, we're gonna do 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off. I'm gonna use that same clock. And options, so full meal deal today. Yeah, let's take it all the way down and all the way up, the big jump, right? Or step out, and then step back, and a little jump. You get to choose how big that jump is. If you're coming down with your hands on your chair, okay, or on the third step of your staircase, that works really well. And again, if you ever have questions about how you should modify these things for you, just reach out to me, okay? That's the most important thing. It doesn't matter how you're doing it, but that you do it right for your ability, because that's how you get to the next level. Okay, I touched my button there. Sorry, I don't know what that sounds like. I touched my timer, and we got 10 seconds to go, and we're gonna fly. So this is like a Tabata, except it's a longer work and a way longer rest. So 3, 2, 1. Here we go. 30 seconds of burpees. Make them look good. Make them feel good. Remember, we're not actually auditioning for a commercial, so it doesn't have to look good. But I want you to imagine that it does. Make it feel like it looks good. No one can see you. No one's judging this. And we only have 1 second to go. Woo! And stop, rest. Right? No one's actually watching you. Except your cat or your dog, which, I mean, they always look concerned anyways when you start doing anything, right? All right, 10 seconds, we're going back in. 30-second rest or short. How does Tabata even work, right? Okay, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Figure out when your exhales come. It should be during the higher exertion parts of the movement. You might be wondering, which are the low exertion parts of the movement? I haven't figured that out yet. And rest. Oh, we're doing this again. 2 more times. Yeah, I know, I could have told you that ahead of time. But, to tell you the truth, I didn't really know. Okay, 2 more times, no more than that. Then we'll stretch. Or we'll do part C. Okay, ready in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Burpee it out. So, it's certainly possible that there's a little bit of fatigue coming in here. So, if things start to change, that's okay. That's all right. It's all part of the deal. Rest. 1 more to go. Almost done. Almost done. Five seconds to go. I'm not gonna lie, this is kind of tingly. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Okay, this is the last one. 20 seconds to go. If you want, give her. Puts a little more snap into it. Tighten your stomach. Push a little harder. 5 seconds to go. Get as many in as possible. Go, go, go. And stop moving. How about keep breathing? Rest. Walk it out. Oh. Okay. Just gonna breathe here for a bit. Oh, fantastic, everybody. All right, we're going to, as soon as we're ready, from a breathing standpoint, we're gonna get on the floor and do a little hamstring stretch, okay? If you're nice and flexible already, then sitting directly on the floor is fine. It's going to work really well for you. But if your hamstrings are a little challenged in the range of motion department, then just get a pillow, rolled up towel, something that has a little bit of thickness to it, and you can just put that under the kind of the back part of your buttocks. So, just so you're kind of raised up a little bit, and it helps your hips roll forwards. So I'm almost not even on it, but it's a wedge back there. It helps me roll forwards, okay? So, add that to the knowledge base of how to stretch your hammies. And if you're ready, have a seat with me. We're going to take our feet out as wide as you feel comfortable, okay? And then, so I'm going to go to my right first. That means my right hand goes behind me on the floor and plants quite vigorously. I'm going to try to take my bottom part of my chest and rotate my whole body towards my right leg. And then from here, let's just see what happens. I'd like to get my stomach to lay down on my thigh and my throat to aim towards the front of my ankle. Left hand might push on the floor. It might grab your toe, the back of the thigh. Your right toe is pointed straight up. It's not out to the side, in either direction. And we're resting. And remember to relax your right leg. That's the one that's being stretched. So, all these things to remember. 3, 2, 1, and switch sides. Other side, left hand plants. A really nice way to do this stretch if you are really tight. And if you are really tight, you're kind of like lean back thinking, I can't even get forwards, okay? Well, then what you do is you set yourself up so there's a post, like a telepost in your basement or a railing on a banister or a heavy chair, and you pull it right from here, and that helps your stomach move towards that knee. We want to avoid collapsing down towards the leg. So I'm actually actively kind of lifting my upper back backwards and imagining that throat. I remember Tina, yoga instructor Tina, saying, and your throat goes towards your ankle and lays flat on your shin. I'm like, okay, I've got about 3 feet to go yet, so it's not going to lay down on my shin. 3, 2, 1, let's switch sides. And we're into the stretch to the right side. Isn't it fun to, from an exercise standpoint, or any movement, so take a yoga class, take an exercise class, you watch the instructor, you listen to them say something, and you learn that a human body is supposed to be able to do A, B, and C. And sometimes, as it turns out, your body is not even close to doing any of those things. 3, 2, 1, and let's switch sides. So that's just how that is. I remember so many exercises being shown to me by somebody, and when I go to try them, it's absolutely impossible. I always thought that they were like practical jokes that people play on me, like, hey, let's do a side plank and lift a leg. So I try, and it's like my legs are welded together. And I thought, well, this is a joke. How are they doing it? Anyways, things we learned. 3, 2, 1, and come out of that. If you got some extra time, you can sit here for a few more minutes and go back and forth, holding each one 10 to 20 seconds each. Otherwise, that's the end of the strength and intervals workout. Thanks for showing up. I appreciate it. So does your body. And next week is the last week for our normal set of classes. There's going to be a bit of a break and then return in May. See ya!